We're here at 5 College Street today, very pleased to announce the launch of this property. It's magnificent, set on Manly's Eastern Hill. It offers an abundance of accommodation, and we're thrilled also to announce our winter market wrap.
So we're delighted to say that we've had one of our biggest quarters in Clark and Hummel history over the past 3 months. We've sold over $140 million worth of property, which is great. But in general, I feel that at the moment we're in that kind of transitionary market where there are still a lot of buyers. We're getting a lot of interest across the board. Interestingly though, and for the first time in 12 years, we're finding that almost the higher the price point of the property, the more interest that we're getting.
Yeah, I agree. We're seeing a larger amount of buyers at higher price point, which is really comforting for those people who have waited to now place their home on the market.
I also think that the investor markets, the markets that are sub $2 million, that's the part of the market right now that is in its greatest form of transition. And the primary reason for that is because the banks are tightening up on their lending criteria. So whilst we are still finding that good properties that are well priced and appropriately marketed, they're still selling very, very well. We are definitely though finding that that investor market is the kind of space in real estate where we're having to take particular care around making sure that it's being well priced, appropriately marketed, and certainly that we're giving them a lot of energy.
Absolutely. One of the homes we're most recently proud of selling is 32 Pine Street, a property which was a semi, mind you, renovated, so it was quite beautiful and open to the north. We took it to market and we had 20 contracts taken. And after taking the property to auction, we're thrilled to say, and we exceeded the expectations of the vendor, whose expectations were 2.75, and we ended up selling it for 3.16.
Another property that we're delighted to have handled recently is the sale of 24 ABD Street. This property is something that, like 5 College Street, was extra special. And we took it to market with hopes and expectations of selling it for the all-time suburb record. The previous suburb record was 8.5 million. We were hoping to get somewhere north of 9 million for this. I'm delighted to say that after a marketing campaign that effectively spanned the entire globe, we had people flying in from all over the world on it, and we ended up achieving that suburb record of around $10 million. I say around because it's unfortunately a confidential result, but the most important thing is both the vendor and the buyer are ecstatic.
In the property management side of things, though we would expect to see a decline in the winter months, what we have found is that we're still leasing properties within a couple of weeks, and we're doing that by 2 key things. One is to have a strategic marketing campaign tailored to each of the properties. And the second thing is, of course, having a really proactive leasing department. So we're showing those properties double the times that we normally show them in the summer months. The other exciting thing is that we have actually been nominated as finalists in the REB Awards, Real Estate Business Awards, which is a huge credit to us and our property management department team. Once again, Clark and Hummel are really proud to announce that year on year we've sponsored the Manly Fun Run organised by the Rotary Club, and it was a great success this last weekend. We all ran in the beautiful sunshine and it was really well received by the community.
Quick prediction for the next quarter, I think we'll see a continuation of this transitionary property market. We've been in the most incredible boom over the past 4 years, and though I don't think we're going to see any substantial softening in house prices, I think there'll be a levelling off. And though we expect that we'll get continued strong prices over the next 3 months, if you are thinking of selling over the next 3 or 4 years, I think now would be a great time in order to be able to capitalise on what has been an unbelievable boom.
Because let's face it, we've still got a great deal of buyers out there who are looking and enthusiastic and wanting to make their next home become a reality.
All your wishes could come true. Watch this space. We've got a big spring planned. I reckon it's going to be a bit of fun.